I've had the role of trying to make some sense out of what's coming out of this session here, and that's very difficult to do in 1 minute. But I think if there's one thing that counts in here, is I was listening very much to what Douglas said. We don't know where we are in 2015. Some of us don't even know where we are tomorrow. So that leaves us, we cannot make very specific plans. We have to work on values. And we have to work on the values such as saying, our value is freedom of speech. Our value is access to information. And that is sort of the overall goal. And then what kind of a tasteless salchichon is coming out of that machine when it's been through there? Well, it's probably a very tasteless Danish old medisterpølse, which tastes horribly. But that doesn't mean that we have to settle for that. Because even if there's not a global consensus, and this is a consensus-seeking exercise, even if there's not a global consensus about how much are we going to do in this field, the EU can still go ahead. And that is our platform also, that we have to work on the EU to go further than what may come out of the global discussions. In part of the work we did a couple of years ago, I was speaking to an EU ambassador in an African country run by an elderly dictator. And he said, after we talked about this, well, actually, free media is not the solution. Free media is the problem. And those are the kind of attitudes that we have to change in the EU, because the EU, as the sum of all its member states, plus the Commission, plus the whole thing, that is where we can actually have an impact. If we're talking EU in that sense, EU is a major player here. And we can go forward, and that's what we are trying to make the system go. Thank you very much. Go and push.